Hello, welcome back. No waste time. Old motor, new motor, let's get it. Well, that's a wrap for day one. Got the old Z6 out, got the new Y7 going in. Keep in mind, a lot of people are confused why I'm putting a non-VTEC Y7 in place of the Z6. This Z6 has like 300,000 miles on it. This one's got like 90,000. It's got a lot more compression, it's cleaned up. This one actually has no compression in cylinder 3. But the idea is, this one's going in temporarily to run as a daily, and this one is going to be a Viterra build, so I'm going to actually boost this motor, or build this motor for boost, and get it cleaned up and put in. So I'm done for tonight. The game plan for tomorrow, we're going to start cleaning stuff up. Thinking about maybe painting the engine bay, but we'll see. And get everything swapped over from this motor to this one. We're going to take the Z6 manifold and all this OBD2 stuff, or OBD1. This was an OBD2 motor. So all this stuff is getting swapped over to this one. We have an Exedy clutch to go in it. This one already has a new head gasket, and a lot of the stuff is already done to it. I've got all the other accessory gaskets and everything. Man, I'm tired. All right, it's the next day. We've made some progress. I've got the Y7 all ready to go back in. Everything's on, the intake manifold's on, wiring's done. I messed up the intake, or the valve cover. I put a clear coat on it, and I guess it reacted with the paint, so that kind of sucks. I guess I'm gonna paint that one and put that on there, even though it doesn't have VTEC, so you guys can get over it. We are ready to stab this thing in the car, so let's get to it. So I've discovered something that's pretty interesting. As you can see, these springs, one is missing. The other one fell out whenever I took it out, but if you look up close, it's been ground down all the way around. And right here, this one's starting to do the same thing. I don't know what would have caused that, but in the flywheel, there's a perfectly good ground chamfer in the flywheel all the way around and on the 12-point bolts. I knew there was some racket in the clutch, but I didn't realize that that's what this was. Wow. Good thing I changed it.
Got the Madman William.
This is not fun. All right, that's a wrap for day 2. We've got the transmission mounted and we've got the clutch in. We reused the old flywheel. I showed you what was wrong with the old clutch. I've never seen that before in my life. That's the craziest thing. So ever since I got this, it would make a bunch of rattling noise at idle. For some reason, I thought it was maybe the AC clutch or something, but apparently that's the problem. One quick thing I wanted to mention is that this motor came out of a 1997 or 1998, so it was an Ep.2. This is an Ep.1 car, and the distributors are different. The flange doesn't fit between the Y7 and the Z6. So, as you know, the Ep.1 versions of these cars only has one plug, and the Ep.2 has 2 plugs going to it. So I took all the guts out of this, or out of the one from the Z6, and swapped it over to this one with the Y7 bracket or whatever, the mount. So it is possible, everything bolted up just fine. It's all identical on the inside, just the wiring is different. So if you find yourself in the same situation, you can just take all that stuff apart and swap it over to this one. Well, it runs. It's got a bit of a bouncing idle. I don't know what's causing that, so I'm gonna do some research and try and figure that out. Really, the only thing that's left is hooking back up the AC and the power steering, and that's it. We'll be able to go and drive it, so I'm pretty stoked.